know, you walk in the first time and it kind of hits you right between the eyes, because it's nothing like nothing I've ever seen, experienced, or felt ever. I love that we have consistent therapeutic milk. I love that. I mean, without the therapeutic milk, their survival chances plummet. I don't love when they don't respond because they don't have any energy, they don't have any strength. I don't love when I see the shallow breathing. I don't love the vacant eyes. I don't love the baby is so close to death that they can't cry, they have no strength, there's no reaction, their eyes are hollow and vacant. But I do love that we get to provide genuine love in the form of therapeutic milk, because it's the gift of life.
Eu sou mãe de 7 crianças. Agora morreram 4, ficaram 3. Não tem emprego, ele também depende do biscato, onde eles chamam e depositar força. Eu também não tenho emprego. Meu emprego assim é me chamarem e coisa, e deitar o lixo no prédio, porque nós onde estamos é numa vala. Assim vexame, umas que deixou coisa, que a comida dela, dia seguinte é que te traz para eu dar nessas minhas crianças. Agora minha filha deixou criança. Primeiro aquilo só foi febre, depois dizer que não, tinha infecção. Infecção tem que se comprar xarope, tem que se comprar um sabonete, aquilo depois começaram a combater aquilo, vimos que estava passando um bocado, mas depois vi ver a criança sempre. Estava a ficar muito palheta, as febres não param. E depois, lá só diziam que anda lhe dar funs, assim lhe dou funs ou papa. Porque já ela já aqui na minha mamãe já não tem leite. Agora vive mesmo, ou às vezes aqui não tem leite, é que está lhe fazendo muito chupar com as febres. Então é por isso que eu corri nas irmãs, as irmãs que me vieram aqui.
Thank you so much for joining our Saving Moses program today. I know you've just seen the story of Genesilla and her grandmother today, and like me, I'm sure you're deeply moved. You see this and you think, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's so compelling. And it's very disturbing on very core levels. I see these babies, and when I hold these babies, I hold Genesilla, and I see the hope in her eyes, and she's got this nice little bright life in her eyes. And I love that because it speaks to the destiny God has put in her, purpose and plans and hope and a future. But when I see as well her frail little body, and I see little tiny arms with the bump for the elbow, and I see her knees just as little knobs, it's very, very unsettling. It's very disturbing at core instinctual levels. Not because I'm a mom, but because I'm a human. And I believe that you as well, we can't watch this and not be moved on a basic human level. And when I see this and I know, look, this is not a difficult, complex problem to solve. This is not rocket science. There are easy remedies and fixes that we can participate with, and we can and really help solve some of these challenges. When I see the potential and I see the life in their eyes of these little babies, I'm deeply moved in my heart to do something and not just watch. And like you, not just turn away and look at something less disturbing, but really at a core human level, do something to participate, to offer hope, to provide an alternative to just a meager existence or even death before they ever reach the age of 5, that you and I have the opportunity to make a difference in a baby, in a toddler, to provide life. And so I just encourage you, you could hop on the phone, you could get on the website, but let's consider being generous today, because as you make a donation today, what you're doing is you're saying yes to helping Genesilla and other babies and toddlers like her. and giving them a chance to survive and thrive. Not just thrive, but even just survive. Hop on the phone, get on the website, and you know, any gift you give today is a gift of life. What you're donating is a hopeful future. So your generosity today makes a huge difference. It's a life-changing difference. And you know, for $38 a month, there's a good starting point. But for $38 a month, we can save a baby. We can provide malnutrition formula for our babies. But any gift makes a life-giving difference. So please be generous. Hop on the phone, get on the website. And we're going to be seeing another baby here. And this is a really moving story. When you see this baby, absolutely, it's very compelling to make a difference.
Flomena Alice, esse é a Sofia Chambula, esse é o Loura Bento. São minhas filhas. Cheguei aqui, que me trouxe aqui a doença. Como cheguei aqui, ela tinha diarreia, tinha vômito, tinha inflamação. Tenho aqui já uma semana e meia. É o que me trouxe. É mesmo só xarope, leite. É só isso que eles fazem efeito aqui. Mas as enfermeiras me ajudaram, passou. Ela agora está reagindo bem. Só nos falta irmos em casa. Quando meus filhos cresceram, estudam para ser alguém, uma ser doutora, uma ser enfermeira. Para trazer sempre, porque nós precisamos mesmo daquilo, ele está fazendo frente para nós, para as outras que também venham para cá, muito distante, para não parar para trazer sempre.
Watching Florena's story is obviously encouraging, but Florena and Genesilla before that you saw earlier in our program, these are little girls, and one little girl, two little girls, they represent, and I love for you to see them as individuals, but they also represent a broader challenge, problem, because Angola has one of the world's highest infant mortality rates. And so you see Genesilla, you see Florena, and you see them struggling to survive. And really make it to their 5th birthday. But they are individuals who represent as well thousands and thousands of other babies and toddlers who participate and need to come. We have 6 malnutrition clinics in Angola. Saving Moses every single day supplies malnutrition formula to these 6 clinics. And we see hundreds of babies come and toddlers come to our clinics because these clinics provide malnutrition formula every single day for these babies and toddlers. And when they come and they receive this malnutrition formula, it is literally the difference between living and dying. And I've seen this, like actually right between the eyes, and it's one of the most unbelievable experiences that I ever had in my entire life was to see this contrast. And so it's donors like you who say, yeah, I want to make a difference. I want to bring life and hope to a baby and a toddler, to Angola. I want to provide genuine love and life for a hopeful future for these babies and toddlers. So I encourage you to hop on the phone and get on the website any donation, any gift you give will bring life, the gift of life to babies like Florena, to babies like Genesilla, will bring hope to their moms, to their grandmothers, that they're not in this without any kind of support, any kind of network, any kind of resources, that there's life and there's love, there's hope available at our 6 malnutrition clinics in Angola that provide malnutrition formula every single day. So I encourage you, hop on the phone, get on the website, and be generous. Any amount that you give. Some of you could give more than $38 a day. Some of you could, or $38 a month. Some of you could give maybe a little bit less, but whatever it is, let's be generous today because you're making a difference. You're giving the gift of life. You're giving the gift of hope. You're giving a future for these babies and toddlers that without this gift, they would not, most of them would not survive. And I've seen what that looks like, and I've committed personally that I'm going to do my level best to make a difference and not let that happen, not on my watch. So I encourage you, hop on the phone, get on the website. Let's be generous today, and let's give the gift of life.
My name is Heidi Cortez. I'm the Director of Operations for Saving Moses. This is my first time to Angola. We've also seen stories of hope while we're here. Babies that when we got here, they looked healthy. They looked good. They were crying. They were responding to us. They were looking at us. They were essentially acting like a baby. We would talk to their mother or their grandmother and say, tell us what your baby was like when they first came to the clinic. One of the grandmothers said they didn't even want to weigh her because she was so frail, she was so little. Now looking at her, and I held her in my arms, she was better. She was getting better, and she had been there for a week and was showing such signs of improvement, and her grandma is filled with hope that her granddaughter is going to make it. And the reality is that that baby was able to survive because of our malnutrition formula, because of Saving Moses providing the formula that this baby needs to survive. That's why she's going to make it. And I just don't see anything you could put money at that would be more important than a baby's life. And after holding a baby that has literally been saved as a result of what your efforts have done, there's just nothing that has more of an eternal impact than that. Providing something as simple as milk, providing something as simple as money to purchase this therapeutic formula that we use is truly saving a baby's life. And that baby who maybe didn't have a future and whose situation didn't look good now has the opportunity to grow up and go to school, and who knows what he or she is going to accomplish in their life, or who knows what he or she is going to be able to do as a result of them surviving. And that's powerful.
You walk in the first time and it kind of hits you right between the eyes, because it's nothing like nothing I've ever seen, experienced, or felt ever You know, the experience as you grow over time and, you know, come back, I can't say that I find myself any less impacted. Maybe even more so, more into my heart. I watch and I see and I experience and I feel, and it's deep into my skin, it's deep into the marrow of my bones, watching these babies struggle to live, and also the genuine love of these moms. And it just is really powerful to me as I see God's love expressed in human ways, but also very transformational, powerful ways. Every trip seems to have some challenges, but this trip maybe more in a different way. But it's been a really powerful trip. I love that we have consistent therapeutic milk. I love that. I absolutely love that 80% of the babies who receive therapeutic milk have survival chance, whereas that drops without the therapeutic milk, their survival chances plummet. I mean, literally plummet. I love coming here and I love the moms. I love watching the moms. I love the experience of it. I don't love when they don't respond because they don't have any energy, they don't have any strength. I don't love when I see the shallow breathing. I don't love the vacant eyes. I don't love the baby is so close to death that they can't cry. They have no strength. There's no reaction. Their eyes are hollow and vacant. I don't love that. But I do love that we get to provide genuine love in the form of therapeutic milk because it's the gift of life. And I love that we can give the gift of life and genuine love and give these babies hope for a future and tangible love. I love to come here and see life, see hope, see future. And I love to see these moms. They take my breath away. God help me to be such a good mom to my children. Babies are receiving therapeutic milk every single day and experiencing genuine love, tangible love for their lives. Give them hope for a future and not to die without reaching, so to speak, some of their God-given destiny and purpose and the potential that's in each one of them. So I love getting to come here and see that deep in the weeds, genuine, tangible love. I need you to help me keep doing this because each baby is worth the gift of genuine love and a chance to live and achieve their purpose and destiny. Why were they created? Each of them has their own story of Moses. Each of them has their own story of Esther for such a time as this. Each of them have potential and destiny. And if I get to participate and contribute to that in a small way, so be it, man. Maybe I'm Pharaoh's daughter. Never had a name in the Bible, but an integral part of pulling him out of the weeds, literally, and saving his life. And he went on to do whatever. I mean, look at the things that Moses did. And I love that you help me, and you're a part of doing that as well. Maybe you can be Pharaoh's daughter and pull a baby out of the weeds so that they can survive and be somebody amazing and absolutely life-changing, transformational. So thanks a boatload for watching. Thanks a boatload for helping and bringing genuine love here with life and hope and love. So thank you. When I think about our babies and our toddlers in Angola, it always reminds me, I come back to what our name is, Saving Moses. And I think about this as it relates to Moses being a 3-month-old little baby. And, you know, he was kind of put in a little boat by the reeds of the Nile River. His mom didn't want to throw him into the crocodiles like Pharaoh had commanded. But he's there, and his life is hanging precariously by a little tiny thread. And I think about Moses, I think about his life. And if you come with me for just a second, think fast forward all the things that God achieved in the life of Moses. You go to the end, take an inventory. You think about, well, man, he did Mount Sinai, he did the 10 Commandments, he led the Israelites out of slavery, the Red Sea thing was pretty powerful. You think about the tabernacle, that God gave him the plan and the schematics for the tabernacle. We think about, oh my goodness, Genesis, Exodus, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Moses wrote those books. But all of that was hanging. All those achievements, all those results. I love my favorite verse in the whole Bible, Exodus 33:11. God spoke face to face with Moses as a man speaks with his friend. All of that was hanging by a thread with Moses as a 3-month-old little baby. And so many times when I hold my babies, these babies and toddlers in Angola, I think, who am I holding? What's the potential? What does God want to accomplish, not only in this little baby's life and this toddler, but into the future through them as well? And if we bring the gift of life and genuine love to these babies, in essence, we're saving Moses. And you say, well, that's kind of corny, but I don't think it is. I think it's a very, very tangible expression of God's love and care and life through us to these babies and toddlers. So I just encourage you, hop on the phone, get on the website. Let's be generous today, generous with the gift of life, because the truth of it is, neither you nor I, we have no idea. We see these videos, Florena, we see Genesilla, we see these videos that are so moving and compelling. I go and I hold these babies. I'll never forget some of these babies. Josephina, I'll never forget Ngavinia. Some of these babies that still roll around, seeing their eyes still haunts me to this day, because I want to make a difference. I want to be a part of saving their life and bringing hope and life and love to the future by rescuing these babies and toddlers from malnutrition today. So I encourage you, hop on the phone, get on the website. Let's be generous today. Any gift would be massively helpful. Some of you could be super generous and give $100, $1,000. That would be awesome. Would love that. But any gift would be helpful. And I want you to watch this video now. This is my little buddy Belito, whom I love dearly.
Marcelina Manuele, 5, 6 filhos. Belito estava doente, 4 meses. Não consigo falar. Muito doente. Eu não conseguia ter nada. Minhas coisas eu vendi. Para passar a comprar leite do miúdo, minha roupa vendi, passar a comprar coisas do miúdo, leite. Quando o Belito estava doente, eu me senti muito mal, tinha medo de perder meu filho. E daqui, tenho aqui meu filho com a ajuda de alguém. Agradeci muito e agradeço sempre. O Belito tem 5 anos de idade. Ele já não é mais assim muito doente. Ele brinca normalmente. A doença dele agora são umas pequenas febres, mas ele depois fica mesmo bom, fica melhor. Sim. O sonho que eu tenho para o Belito, eu quero que ele estuda para ser também alguém na minha família. Os que me ajudaram, agradeço muito nas pessoas que me ajudaram, que até hoje que o Belito está assim, grande. Com a ajuda deles, eu agradeci muito. A mensagem que eu tenho, naqueles que viram o Belito, que também me deram força, me ajudavam também, me davam coragem. Até hoje que ele está assim, sempre mesmo a me darem coragem, até que ele está assim grande. Sim.
love watching Bolito. Bolito always is so much fun for me because I remember back the very first time I met him. He was the first baby that I ever really helped when I visited Angola. And seeing him now today, seeing him run and vivacious, lots of life and energy, and I love watching that because it reminds me and helps me anchor back into saving Moses. Moses in the Nile River among the reeds as a 3-month-old little baby, and then looking forward into his future. And when I see Bolito, it reminds me future, hope, potential, destiny, what God has, not only for the Bolitos that we get to help every day at our malnutrition clinics, but for the ones that are coming as well. And I know that you and I, we can make a life-giving difference. I've had donors who said, Sarah, I just can't, this just gets in my heart and I can't get it out of my mind. I can't get it out of my thoughts. I can't get it out of, I really want to help. And you know, no matter where you're at in your walk in life, whether it's a little tiny bit or you can do something really sizable, whatever it is, it makes a huge life-giving difference because $38 once a month helps save and provide malnutrition formula for our babies, a toddler in Angola. And that's like taking Moses out of the reeds and saying, hey, I'm going to breathe life into you. I'm going to rescue you from the crocodiles. I'm going to give you a future and a hope. I'm going to provide all the resources that you need so that you can go on and be the person God has made you to be. I'm not going to let your life kind of flounder and get eaten up by crocodiles in the reeds or whatever, or get eaten up by malnutrition or malaria or all the diseases, whatever. I'm going to step in the gap there. I'm going to be Pharaoh's daughter. I'm going to make sure that you have, with everything I know to do, give you a hopeful future because of God's compelling love working in our own hearts and through us to be generous. So hop on the phone, get on the website. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of Bolito, on behalf of Genesilla, on behalf of Florena, on behalf of the hundreds, the thousands of babies that we get to help every single day and throughout the year, thank you, thank you, thank you for being so generous and giving the gift of life today.